Hey, 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 goodbye. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye.
Your friends, your social network, your save games, your achievements, your gaming history, all your progression. It all comes with you so you don't have to start over. And Project xCloud can give you this freedom because we're literally putting an Xbox in the cloud.
I need rings, Super Bowl size. I need a fine dime with some Super Bowl thighs. You say you the truth, that's a Super Bowl lie. I flex on a nigga like a super swole guy. You come into the squad and you super gon' die. I make it look easy and I super don't try. It's funny, everybody always looking up to me, but I've always been a super short guy. Bye.
What is going on, guys? This is JWAGS 412 and a moment of silence for Google Stadia. Can't say I didn't see this coming, like many others. I knew when this was announced it was going to be a flop. I knew it wasn't going to be a viable option. Some people seem to like it, and I mean some, I mean very few. I know two myself, MM2K and Chariotman Gaming, their whole channels were dedicated to Google Stadia. They really seem to enjoy the service, and for people who actually enjoy the service and who support it from day one, I get it. I feel your pain. When you support something from the first day, when you're really into it, when you're invested in that ecosystem, and then something like that just shuts down on you. So for the gamers out there that actually enjoy this platform, who actually supported Stadia from day one, bought their games there, made it their primary platform, and really enjoyed it, I feel for y'all, and I'm sorry this happened to you. But at the same time, this shit needed to happen. I've always said, like many others, that streaming just isn't the way when it comes to video games. Streaming just is not there yet. I'm not claiming to be like a I told you so guy, or like, you know, like I predicted this shit. It was obvious from the beginning. Anybody who had a half a brain could see that Google Stadia was fucking doomed from the beginning. Stadia, Luna, xCloud, all that shit. And it is shown here that the majority of gamers, the vast majority, do not like streaming. There is no viable option. But the reason Google failed so hard is they went full in on this thing. They went full in on Stadia. They really try to support this thing. They really try to get it out there and, you know, give out memberships and try to get this thing mainstream and try to compete. They even had exclusive games. They had more exclusive games than the Xbox. Think about that for a second. That's fucking crazy. But ultimately, there are a couple of factors that killed Stadia entirely. First of all being the insane price point. So if you're just streaming games, right, and you're selling games for full retail price, and they were getting a lot of AAA support. You had Resident Evil Village on there, and you had Saints Row most recently. They had a lot of big AAA games day one on that platform. But for $60 or $70 for a game that you don't own at all, you can only stream it, so it's entirely dependent on internet, is not a good proposition. It's not a good way for people to switch over. It makes no sense to convert to that, to spend your $70 there, where it is completely dependent on your internet connection, versus buying it somewhere else natively. It is no secret that cloud gaming is vastly superior to having a native experience, so like a game downloaded to your system. I have tried all of it. I've tried Luna, I've tried Stadia, I've tried xCloud, and they've all had some judder here and there. They've all had frames. It's never a reliable service, even on Wi-Fi. But I will say this: of all the ones I've tried, all the ones I've played, Google Stadia is by far the most stable. If I played it on Wi-Fi, it was actually a pretty decent experience. But my thing is, if I'm at home, if I'm in my home where my PS5 is, my PC, and my other consoles, whatever, my dedicated consoles, for me, if I'm at home, there's no reason for me to stream. There's absolutely zero reason for me to actually stream a game when I can play it natively, even mobile for that part. I have a Steam Deck, I have a Switch. I like mobile games. I play a lot of mobile games when I'm out and about, when I go to camp, all kind of scenarios. I work late sometimes. I have some free time. I play my Steam Deck now. And sure, you could hook up to your hotspot to play Google Stadia, or you could use your 5G phone. But I've tried that, and it's never, ever, ever a good experience for me. So that whole model just does not work for gaming, and the proof is in the pudding. Google shut down January 18th, 2023. So they lasted 4 years. I'm surprised they lasted as long as they did. There was just no incentive to jump from this system to that system to go Google Stadia. Even if you're trying to capture the casual market, the casual market is not going to come to a all streaming platform and pay full price or half price, whatever, for these games. Maybe, I don't know if they would have done like a $15 a month Microsoft model. Maybe that would have helped them a little bit more in the long run. I don't know. I can't say for sure. What I do know is the casual market is not your audience. The hardcore market is not your audience. So there is no audience. And that, like I said again, the proof's in the pudding. That's why they're shutting down. I guess it's proven to be not profitable, not sustainable, and Google is out in their ass. But I will give them props though, because if you have spent money on Stadia, whether it be hardware, software, they're making effort, and they're going to refund you every penny you paid. So they say. We'll see how that goes. But I applaud them for putting effort in, realizing that they fucked up, they made a mistake, and they were going to make everybody whole. And that is good on Google. I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about that enough. It is great that they are refunding this shit to their customers. And I know there's going to be some people in the comment section, some Stadia diehards, some cloud gaming diehards going to say, bro, I'm playing this shit for 4 or 5 years. I never get stuttered. I never get jank. You are a fucking liar if you're telling me you're streaming and you never once had a problem with your internet connection. Fuck you. The input lag alone on cloud gaming is enough for me to stay away from it entirely. You can get away playing a single player game with an input lag as long as it's not like a platform or like, something that you have to have like precise movement. But a first person shooter, like a Twitch shooter or a fighting game, fucking forget about it. It's just not the right time for cloud gaming. We're not there yet. But to be frank, to be truthful, I don't think there's going to ever be a time. I don't think the majority of gamers are ever going to accept this as their primary platform, as the primary way to play games. I know I'd be pissed if the only way I could play games was to stream games. That would be, to me, a horrible, unreliable experience. I can honestly say I'm happy to see it go, because it needs to go. And I want to see Luna go next, and I want to see xCloud go next. The xCloud has a unique system of their own, because they are charging a $15 a month fee that comes with Game Pass Ultimate, where if you buy the game full price, or if you just stream it off of Xbox Game Pass, you can either download that game natively, or you also have the option to play the game on the cloud if they offer it. And that's a better venue. I still don't like cloud gaming. I don't think it has much of a place. I don't think it has any fucking practical use in gaming, period. But being able to buy that game and stream it is going to be a far better model, and people are going to be a little more accepting of that. Just have it as an option, I guess, if you want to. I don't know why you would, but as an option, not the dedicated only way to play it at full price. It just was never going to work. So yeah, I am glad to see Google Stadia go. Sorry, it is what it is. I fucking hate cloud gaming. Everybody saw from the start. It's no secret. Nobody's surprised. And Google is out a ton of fucking money, but they are trying to make it right. But certainly this time, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Till you guys next time. Thanks.